Hi everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to make Sri Lankan Breudher. Sri Lankan Breudher is unique bakery style bread that has beautiful texture. It's something in between cake and bread. It is believed to have been influenced by European baking, especially during the colonial period, but Sri Lankan have made it their own over the time. This texture is soft and slightly dense like a cake, but it at the same time it has a structure of bread. What makes it special? This is an addition of dried fruit like sultana, mixed peeled, and tutti frutti, which give it a rich flavor and slightly sweet. Let's get started. For this brooder, we are making two mixtures separately, a bread dough and a cake batter. For first, for the cake part, I am using tutti frutti, sultanas, and canberries. I have chopped the tutti frutti into small pieces. We will add all these into the dough at the final stage. In a separate cup, I have 1.5 cup of fresh milk. From that, I am adding half a cup along with 3 teaspoon of yeast and 1.5 teaspoon of sugar. Mix it well and let it activate. To the flour, I am adding half a teaspoon of salt and mix it through. Next, I am adding 1 egg and 50 grams of butter into the dough. For the cake batter, I have 250 grams of butter, 4 eggs, 3/4 cup of sugar, and a little vanilla essence. This is my brooder pan, but you don't need a special pan like this. You can easily use a loaf pan or any cake tray. It works just as well. I am using this because I have it, but feel free to use whatever you have at home. Apply butter all over the tray, making sure every corner is well greased so the mixture don't stick. Even though I'm using non-stick pan, it's always better to grease it with properly. Then lightly dust some flour into the tray and tap it around until spread evenly. Now the yeast mixture is ready. So I am adding the rest of the milk and yeast into the flour. It's now ready to go into the stand mixture. You can also do this by hand. You don't need this stand mixture for this step. But since we will combine with the cake batter later, using a mixture makes the process much easier. For the dough, use the dough hook attachment on your mixture. And when you prepare the cake batter, switch to the cake batter paddle or attachment for the best results. Now let the mixture knead the dough for about 10 to 15 minutes until you got a smooth, good quality bread dough. Now the dough is ready. Cover it with a clean towel and let it rest until double the size. I am changing the mixture attachment to the cake batter paddle, and now let's start mixing the cake batter. Now I am adding rest of the ingredients little by little, starting with some butter, then eggs and sugar. Add the eggs gradually along with small portion of butter and sugar. We are using only 3/4 cup of sugar, so it's not too sweet. This is a large cake. Make sure the butter is soft, not cold. This helps everything mix smoothly. From time to time, stop the mixture and scrub down the sides of the bowl to make sure everything is well combined. Then continue mixing until the batter becomes smooth and creamy. Since this is a combination of bread dough and cake batter, the mixture tends to stick to the hook. So, from time to time, stop the mixture and scrape everything from the hook. Push the mixture back into the bowl, then continue mixing until it come together nicely. Don't forget to add vanilla essence, about 2-3 teaspoons. Okay, now it's ready for the next step. Now I am adding my all dry fruits and mixing everything well. Now you can see the texture. It looks like a cake batter, but it's actually something in between. It's not a fully cake, but it's just fully bread. It's not fully bread. It's that perfect soft, rich texture in the middle. I have prepared two trays, but this amount of batter is not enough for fill both. So I will use one main tray and smaller tray for the remaining mixture. Now it's time for the second proof. I will cover it with a clean tea towel and let it rest again until it dries and becomes slightly puffy. This step helps to create a soft light texture before baking. Now it's ready. It's been resting for about 30 minutes and been risen nicely. It's got it into the oven. Bake at 180 degrees Celsius for around 40 to 45 minutes until nice and cooked and golden on top. And here is the final results. Soft, rich and beautifully baked Sri Lankan Breudher. You can see the golden color on the outside, and when you cut it, the texture is just perfect. Not exactly a cake, not exactly a bread, but beautiful balance in between. The dried fruit like sultanas, canberries and tutti frutti are spread throughout, giving it a sweet fruity flavor in every bite. It's soft, slightly dense, and full of aroma from the butter and vanilla. This is perfect for tea time, special occasion, or just to enjoy with family. If you enjoy this recipe, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more delicious homemade recipes. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.